This video is sponsored by PotownStore.com, the best place to get yourself some TCGO code cards. Looking for that last card to complete your online deck, or just to get the latest booster packs in town, they literally have everything, and you can use the coupon code ZapdosTCG for 5% on everything on the website. Also, this video is sponsored by CARDMARKET.com. CARDMARKET is a European platform where you're able to buy as well as sell cards to people all across Europe. You can use the referral name ZapdosTCG to help support the channel. Also, this video is sponsored by YourPlaymat.com. Want to create your own custom playmat? There's only one address. Go check out YourPlaymat.com by clicking the link down below. You'll get 10% off your order. They ship worldwide, so start creating your own custom playmat. Last but not least is Dragon Shield. DragonShield.com is of course the affiliated link down below in the description. You're gonna be able to buy sleeves, deck boxes, as well as binders, and Dragon Shield is the best brand to help protect your cards and keep them safe from any scratches whatsoever. They are the best quality sleeves around, so yeah, I'm a big fan, so thanks for sticking around with the commercials. Let's get it going. What's up YouTube, it's ZapdosTCG here, and welcome back to our TCG video on my channel. On this channel you get daily Pokemon TCG uploads, so be sure you are subscribed to never miss a single upload. Today we're going to be checking out a tier list for the new Astral Radiance set. We've tested out a lot of decks in this new format, and yeah, let's check out a tier list, shall we? A lot of people are asking me, is this deck any good? Is this deck any good? Today we're going to be ranking them. Big shout out to yeah, Luke, more so from Celio's network, for providing today's tier maker. That means we didn't have to put the effort into creating a tier maker ourselves, even though we always do that for every set. This makes it way easier, so go check out his channel as well. So let's just get things straight at the get-go, is that Palkia is busted. We've tested Palkia and it is super strong. Today we're going to be putting it in tier 1. We have tier 1. These are going to be archetypes that you need to counter or need to have a 50-50 against if you ever want to be going to a regional or yeah, even worlds or whatever, a big tournament for say, because if you cannot beat Palkia, you're not gonna have a great time, because it's popular, it's good, it's getting the results, and that's why we're putting it here on tier 1. Another buddy for tier 1 is of course Max, and yeah, we're gonna be talking about these two in general. I think Palkia is still, I don't know which one is better. For now, let's just put Palkia on top, because Palkia has answers against everything. You could be playing Path to the Peak against Mew, you can play Echoing Horn, Choice Belt, and Quick Shooting to make sure that the attack, the subspace well, is of course one-hit KOing anything in the game. With of course the Intellion engine still being in our format, Palkia just thrives. It is, oh, if you go second, keep calling your bench full, second turn go crazy. You have the Radiant Greninja, which is able to slap 90 damage to 2 of the opponent's Pokemon, which means you can knock out opposing Drizzles. You can even play the Cologne, the item card from Astral Radiance, to shut down Manaphy. If you boss up the Manaphy, you can just take KO 2 threats simultaneously. You can the support Pokemon like Bidoof, maybe they have, maybe you're playing against Rapid Strike Malamar, you can get to KO 2 Malamars at once. The yeah, Radiant Greninja is that good, and that means Palkia is that good, because not only do you have one prize Pokemon in your deck in the form of Aqua Bullet and the Shady Dealings Sword and Shield Intellion, you also have Radiant Greninja. So you have one prize Pokemon, which counter of course the Miltank. You have access to the crazy Star Portal ability, being able to accelerate 3 energies from the discard pile to your water Pokemon any way that you want, actually to your Pokemon any way that you want. So you can have Starmie V as an attack card against Arceus V-Star. So many great things for Palkia. I'm putting it at number 1. Max has been a dominant force ever since Fusion Strike came out. Brilliant Stars, it was still the top deck in town to beat. Now with Astral Radiance, will people tack less cards against Mew? Who knows? There's a lot of Darkness Pokemon coming into the format. Think about Samurott V-Star, think about Darkrai V-Star. There's still the Baby Galarian Moltres, which is now way better than it ever was because of Dark Badge being released. So yeah, Mew has a lot of things to worry about because of weakness, but on the other hand, it gets way more consistent. It gains Tracking Shoes, and it also gains Grant, which allows you to get back Power Tablets as well as, yeah, stuff, yeah, like the Fusion Energy. So if you play a one-off Grant, you could be having a good time. So Max gets some new tools here and there, but it's still the best deck in format. It allows you to, if you go second, KO V Pokemon before they're able to evolve, and that's why it's still tier 1. So these are my Yeah, really tier 1 decks that you need to be worried about for sure. Now let's talk about tier 2. Let's get Darkrai thrown into the mix. Darkrai V-Star, we tested it out on the channel. It's Turbo Dark. You could be playing with Baby Moltres. You could be playing with Galarian Weezing. You could be playing it with whatever you want. The main thing is clear. You can slap a lot of energies down. And the Star Abyss ability allows you to get 2 items back. Most of the time that will be 2 Dark Patches. But you could also get back Tracking Shoes to of course dig for that last Balsasaurus for game. You could be playing with the Galarian Weezing from Chilling Reign, allowing you to of course double out the energies on the Galarian Weezing for the crazy Dark Pulse to slap more damage. You have Choice Bell, you have Galarian Moltres V, allowing to get energies into play, so this deck goes really fast. I still haven't found the correct 60 yet, and also has a Galarian Grass Weakness, which might be a little bit bad if people started to tech for it, because Mew could be teching that, what was it, Astral Gore into the deck. You could be seeing like Leafeon coming back here and there, but for now, tier 2 for Darkrai. It's a great solid deck, and it is just keeping it really honest. More energies in play, the more damage. Next is Dialga, also tier 2. Dialga V-Star, we tested that out on the channel as well. People are a fan of the Magnezone build, but also utilizing Diancie, the holographic from the Astral Radiance, on top of the Zacian V and Bronzong as the mechanic. So both of them are fine. I don't know which deck I prefer. I think Darkrai is still a little bit better than Dialga because it's more consistent. But Dialga has, of course, that Star Chronos attack, slapping 220 damage, allowing you to go another turn. So that means you skip the opponent's turn, which I think is a very strong attack for sure. So these are actually one of the best new cards. Let's talk about Samurott. Probably going to be putting it in tier 2 as well. We still have not found the correct build for Samurott, but if I'm being honest, you could be playing it with Inteleon, you could be playing with Medicham. My Samurott V-Star video actually has 12,000 views, which means that people are definitely liking Samurott. We still have not found the correct 60, so it's only in tier 2, but if people can crack the list and make it very consistent, and it's definitely going to be a tier 1.5 archetype for sure. But for now, tier 2, sure, let's put it over there. Moving forward, let's talk about the other tier right here, so you guys can move along with me. I'll be putting, let's see here. There's still great things, but I'm going to be putting Arceus Beedrill. Has fallen down tremendously. I was actually playing Arceus Beedrill at the EOIC and the Bremen Regionals. That was a great pick because you could have knocked out Mew VMAX with Fusion Energy, but the problem that we have right now is that a lot of decks, look at all the decks above us, right? Darkrai, Dialga, Palkia, they're all playing basic energies, and that means Beedrill is absolutely doing nothing. On the other hand, Beedrill is of course a grass type, which can slap 110 damage with the Choice Belt, could knock out Darkrai V-Star, could knock out Samurott V-Star, so it is still around here and there, but for now tier 3. And then for that same scenario, I'll be putting the Whimsicott. Whimsicott has had its days, unfortunately. It's not well positioned. Lots of decks having one-hit KO potential. Think about Darkrai, think about Palkia, think about Mew. Lots of decks having one-hit KO potential, but Whimsicott is falling off the radar completely because not a lot of special energies are in the format. Moving forward, Lilligant, a solid tier 3 deck. It is pretty good if you see a lot of darkness types. If you see like stuff like Origin Form Palkia and Mew, you're not going to be laughing because they are way stronger. Their power level is way higher. Moving forward, a solid tier 2 deck that has seen a lot of success lately is Blizzy V with Miltank. Miltank has, of course, the Miracle Body ability, making it immune from damage from V Pokemon. That also includes V-Star Pokemon, V-Max Pokemon, V-Union Pokemon, etc. So not all the damage is actually neglected onto Miltank, which means if the opponent is not playing one prize Pokemon, they're in for a bad time. The cool thing is, Mew VMAX has access to the Meloetta. Palkia has access to Radiant Greninja and Aqua Bullet Shady Dealings in Inteleon, which they might even utilize twice. So only tier 2 for me. If people know how to play against it, it's gonna be good. They of course can be playing Dunsparce to get rid of their fighting weakness. And talking about fighting weakness, Arceus Bibarel. I'm not sure where I should put this because Arceus is splashable. This is Arceus Bibarel. This also covers the flying Pikachu builds, the surfing Pikachu builds that we've seen so far. People are playing Lightning to counter Origin Form Palkia, but now Arceus is a little bit less in quantity if we're seeing at the results. Maybe at the higher end of tier 2, there's only solid tier 1 decks. Maybe I should put it on the lower end of tier 1. Arceus is still a great deck, and it could still, if you go first with Arceus, knock out the Palkia, you could have a great time, so let's just put it over there. Next is Ice Rider. Ice Rider also gets a huge buff with the Radiant Halucha V, allowing you, of course, to get the numbers right. Right of the High King could get bigger numbers, but Max Lance with Choice Belt hits now 310 because of Halucha Radiant. And the cool thing is, with Temple of Sinnoh in your list, you can also shut down the fusion energy of some UV Max, and you could be quick shooting it, which was not possible before that. So maybe also in tier 1, although maybe tier, I'll only play, I don't know, maybe this is better. High end of tier 2. Ice Rider is good though, but it's having the issue that if you slap your bench full, Palkia can get you turn 2 if they go first. Mew can get you turn 2, Arceus can get you turn 2, so I'm very skeptical on the early lead with a deck like this. Moving forward, let's check it out. The Rolodon tier 3, a really high end of tier 3. The Skyscraper ability is still great. The problem is a lot of decks, although should we put it maybe in tier 2? The reason why we should put it in tier 2 is that you have a low bench size. That means you have ways, although I'll solidly go for tier 3, although you do see this popping up in Japanese results here and there. I'm not a big fan because a lot of decks are playing pure basic energies, and that is something the Duraludon does not like to see. Also a shaky turn 1 if you go second. That means if you don't have anything else, you could get donked. Moving forward, Gengar, solid tier 2 deck. You now have Dark Patch to set this up, and Choice Belt gets it the perfect numbers, 280 damage. You hit weakness against Mew VMAX. I think this is a solid tier 2 deck. Is it better than Ice Rider? That is the question you want to be asking yourself, right? Also, you have a glaring weakness of course, Fighting. Although Fighting could also only be seen play in the decks with Arceus. So you have that Galarian Zapdos going around. So maybe tier 2, a little bit higher. Is it better than Darkrai? I don't know, but Gengar is still around. Moving forward, Malamar VMAX. This is on the higher end of tier 2. Malamar VMAX with Jolteon. Jolteon shuts down all the Inteleon engines, and you now have a great buff in the form of Roxanne. Roxanne, if you have if the opponent has 3 or less prize cards remaining, you could be putting him to a 2-card hand, and then with, of course, Max Jammer, that's gonna be super nasty. You also gain some additional things like Dark Patch to set yourself up, so you don't always have to rely on the Raihan here. So great deck for sure. These, maybe we should put a tier 1.5 and put these 2 in there. Yeah, we could add a row, right? Or add a row above. Let's do that. Put it over here. Let's go. This is new. This is not new. Let's put this over here. Then put this over there. And then we put these as tier 1.5 as we go, right? We are still adapting because I think they are way too good to be considering tier 2. So we put Ice Rider tier 1.5, Malamar VMAX tier 1.5, maybe the Samurott, I'm not too sure, but these for sure. These are strong picks with the new meta. So as you can see, we have another tier added up. So they are still not tier 1 broken, although we've put Arceus in tier 1. Maybe we should put it like this. Solid tier 1 decks, Ice Rider, yeah. This is way better. This is way better for me. These are like the clearly best decks in formats. This is the battle. Which one is the best one? Okay, next up is going to be Sylveon. Sylveon hits fighting type Pokemon for weakness, which is not good right now. It's still better than Lilligant, I would say, but yeah, tier 3 for me. There's a lot of different types in this deck. You're not playing grass, unfortunately, so you're not hitting this, you're not hitting this. You are not playing metal, so you're not hitting this. So Sylveon has a lot of counter types, like have fighting, psychic, darkness, etc. But you're not hitting a lot of things for weakness. And definitely with Arceus now always playing Dunsparce. Arceus Melanie, that's going to be Arceus Inteleon, also tier 1.5. It's still a great deck. I put it over there. There's so many Arceus builds. This is like the same thing, right? I'll just put them all in 1.5. This is the Gyarados VMAX build. Gyarados VMAX will be falling off a little bit, and the reason for that is that people will counter Palkia, which results into more people playing Lightning Pokemon. If people are playing more Lightning Pokemon, the Gyarados VMAX strategy with the Revenge attack will no longer work too oftenly. Machamp VMAX, I probably won't play this. You hit Arceus, but with Dunsparce you are not hitting Arceus. You slap 240 for a VMAX. There are way better VMAXs that could hit bigger numbers, and this also needs 3 energies. I'll put it and don't play this. Next up is Malamar. Rapid Strike Malamar is still good. Putting in tier 2. You have to be worried about the fact that people will counter Palkia again with playing Avery. People will be playing Collapse Stadium. And also Radiant Greninja is a thing. And I'm super scared. Like, the matchup against Mew VMAX was already pretty okay-ish if you're playing Escape Rope. But now with Radiant Greninja being at the forefront and Malamar VMAX being a thing, and Jolteon being a thing, I have no choice but to put it in tier 3. Even though I really like Rapid Strike Malamar, I like one price decks. Moving forward, the Zoroark counter box deck is going into tier 2. Gets some help with the Zoroark transforming into Mightyena, which is able to, of course, one-hit KO Mew VMAX. You have access to a lot of drop power with tracking shoes as well. It gets above tier 2 for me. Arceus Birds. I'll put all the Arceus in the same category. I don't know why there are so many different builds, but Arceus in general is still very great. Great attacker, great ability, all tier 1.5 for me. Then Rapid Strike Inteleon VMAX. Where will we put this? Probably low end of tier 2. Just because of the fact that, yeah, Jolteon's around, shutting down your abilities. Palkia can one-hit KO you, or actually put a lot of pressure on. 320 HP, can they get there? Probably not, but they have a Radiant Greninja to snipe your bench instantly so you don't find your Octillery. If people use Roxanne on you, you probably won't find your energy if your Octillery is knocked out, so tier 2 for me. Pure one prize box is now probably going to be relying on Galarian Zapdos, Raikou V, and Galarian Moltres V as the 2 prize Pokemon. Where do we put this? It might have some issues with Radiant Greninja if they do not find your Manaphy, and even if you have Manaphy, they could be bossing that and then do it. They also have a huge amount of hit points. Aqua Bullet is a thing. Definitely not tier 1.5. I don't know. It actually won a regional. It could not be that bad, right? Next is tier 3 is the Hisuian, the CGY V star, which could be paired up with Arceus. It could be paired up with other attackers. You could be pairing this in some Tapu Koko VMAX deck with Arceus. I've seen some list around. The cool thing is that if you discard some energies, you're going to be able to hit some significant numbers. And you also have the fighting type by your side, countering Arceus, although all these Arceus lists probably will be running Dunsparce. And then Urshifu VMAX. Urshifu VMAX is a deck that wants to have their entire bench set up. Radiant Greninja could knock out Sobbles. Still tier 2 for me. Yeah, I think this is it, folks. In a short 17 minutes, we figured out the tier list for now. Big shout out again to Celio's network for providing the tier maker. And the obvious number 1 is Origin Palkia V-Star. Expect a lot of lightning decks coming into the format. The Jolteon from Vivid Voltage with Memory Capsule will come into the format as well to shut down Inteleon engines. Mew VMAX, nothing has changed. If it even get better with Grant and Tracking Shoes. Ice Rider gets a huge buff, now getting to 1.5, maybe even tier 1 if people crack the list. Newcomers into the format are Blissey, Darkrai, and Samurott. I think these actually might have a significant impact on the format. Also, Arceus stays under its 1.5 position because Arceus is just a strong card all around. Malamar VMAX gets a huge buff though, so be careful of getting Max Gent. People might tech in Oranguru. People might be playing Bibarel engines to tech against that. So I think this is the format for now. Astral Radiance, let me know in the comment section how you feel about this new format. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to let me know by rocking the hell out of the like button. And the last thing I would ask you, which deck are you going to be playing in the Astral Radiance format? I'm very curious to hear your opinions down below. As always, subscribe for daily content and go check out our sponsors as well, PoketownStore.com. The best place for TCGO code cards. You can use the coupon code ZapdosTCG for a whopping 5% off. You can also go to CARDMARKET.com if you're a European player. You can buy and sell cards to people all across Europe. And you can use the referral name ZapdosTCG over there. There's DragonShields.com. There's an affiliated link down below in the description, which allow you to, of course, buy sleeves, deck boxes, and more. So definitely check that out. And last but not least is YourPlaymat.com, allowing you to create your own custom playmat from scratch, upload your favorite wallpaper, your own logo, and get 10% off by clicking the link down below, and they ship worldwide. Anyhow, have yourself a fantastic rest of your day. I'll see you guys tomorrow for more Pokemon TCG epicness. Peace!